Welcome to Coxie's Picks. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe. Enjoy.
Hello and welcome to Coxie's Picks, and today we're going to be looking at the NexTORCH HC11 hinged handcuff. Now what's really cool about this is, despite its low cost, it has a lot of features in it that a lot of modern day cuffs don't have. Now you can see that the handcuff key is open, the handcuff keyway is open, and we have a window style double lock. But if I set the double lock just briefly, you'll see that it's completely retracted inside, which means that we wouldn't be able to do the safety pin trick that we can do with Smith & Wesson and various other models. So we've got really good tolerances there. Then when we look at the actual cuff itself, and we look inside the keyway, we can see some metal warding just sitting there protecting parts of the mechanism. Now you think to yourself, that's really cool and clever. What's it actually doing? Well, it's sitting all the way through the cuff. So we have two metal plates that completely pass through the entirety of the cuff. What does that mean to us as picking? Well, it means we can no longer straight edge, especially seeing as they've got the protection in the right place. So we've got the pulls are protected, but one added little side effect is that as the double lock bar goes across, it tucks itself underneath this warding, so it becomes incredibly difficult to spot. So when you come in to pick it, it becomes even more tricky and challenging, and that's before we've even actually looked at the pulls themselves. So if you were to take the bow open and have a look at the pulls, we've got the metal warding all the way through, and then we've got three of the pulls just sat either side. They are all individually sprung. But what's really cool about that metal warding is they took it one step further and they added some major anti-shim. Now it's going to be difficult to see it on camera, so I'll use a standard shim to highlight this. Now as you're going through, the first stop you're going to get is you can see that I'm abruptly stopped by the shape of the metal warding, and it's a physical block, so we can't get past it. So if we trim our shim to the same width of this, and we've got the dimensions, and we make ourselves go a little bit further, we go into the cuff deeper, we can see that we've also hit the second stop. So we're now talking quite an accurate machining task that we have to do. And then if you manage to get past those two, you've then got the third one, and then just to top it off, the pulls have also got a thin piece of a thin gap underneath, so they're overslung, as it were. So if you imagine this is the pull, like so, greatly exaggerated, right? And instead of going over the top, the shim is going underneath, so then it won't actually shim anything. It's a genius idea, very simple and very rudimentary, but it's also super effective. So what does that leave for us to pick and get out of these? Well, we have got an advantage because the keyhole is see-through. We've got both sides visible, which means that we can attack it from either side should we need to. And because these are hinged, there's a strong possibility we might need to. Well, looking at all the different possibilities, if I set the double lock, right, I came across sometimes the simplest solution is the best one. Now they missed a trick with this. They could have easily improved the security on this by making the double lock have a split 3-prong at the end, but it isn't, it's a single bond. So what we need to do is we can just bend a bobby pin into a hook shape, get it into position, follow the keyway round. We've now defeated all the warding, and we have defeated the double lock. Perfect, so we've got the double lock off. Now, do we sit and painstakingly make an intricate 3-prong? Well, you could tension out and then find the pull, each one in turn, and move one tooth at a time. But I figured that's quite a lengthy process and nobody wants to do that. So I then went back into my bag of bobby pins and found 3 more. The cool thing about bobby pin, it's just the right width and just the right length. But we need 3 of them, so it goes bobby pin, do nothing, then the next bit in the gap, bobby pin, all the way to the back, bobby pin, lastly in, just get it past, get the angle nice and snug, and it will go in, I assure you. Trying to do this through a camera lens is a very tricky position. Okay, may have a twist, yep, there we go. Right, so you get all 3 in. Now what you want to do is you want to keep your finger over it, and then you apply some tension, light push on the bow, so we're going to be pushing it deep inside the body of the cuff now. So there we go, and look at that. We have just bypassed the most intricate security system I've seen on a cuff in a long time. But there we are. Sometimes the best ideas are the simplest ones. So thank you very much for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!